Mowing your lawn in the moonlight.
Moonlight mowing.
You are listening to High Minds, the podcast where we elevate the conversation on culture, sports, politics, and entertainment. Stay tuned for a higher perspective at the intersection of everything.
Well, hello.
What's going on?
No storms, so we should be good today.
We tried this once upon a time. Didn't work out.
Yeah, Vegas was
The devil got
flooding.
us. Yeah.
We
What
had the Great Flood.
Hey, let me ask you this. What happens with those people who live underground when it floods, dude?
Oh, there's some that die. So
Is
they,
it, like all the time, like no matter like everyone
yeah,
monsoon, there's
some don't get
shit.
out.
Damn.
But for the most part, you know they're coming. So when the rain starts coming, they all filter out. Because I think they cleared out. There was just an article yesterday, I think, that they cleared out 1,500 people so they can do like cleaning it out and like. Because what happens is, they live in there, so they start accumulating stuff, and it's a lot of stuff.
A lot of
and
stuff.
then so as the rains come and flood, it starts to block up and just creates even more havoc because it just starts to clog everything up down there.
Sure.
So they go and clean it out, but they evacuate like 1,500.
Damn.
About something like that. They live underground.
Those must flood like all the way up, right? Like they're flooded.
Oh yeah,
right?
they'll flow. They'll flow quick too. I mean,
Yeah.
once it starts to rain out here, you get out because it happens fast. It is. It's like that flash flood. I was stuck in it the other day, and it went from, sprinkles, and then just downpour where like your windshield wipers can't keep up. It's just like, and then all of a sudden the streets are like about 4 inches, 5 inches deep in water because nothing drains quick because everything's so hard and dry. So there's no drainage.
That's like Texas, I'm sure, right? Like arid,
Yeah.
and then you get a fucking monsoon.
Yeah, I feel like we've gotten a lot of rain already this year, which is weird because I don't even think this is our monsoon season. Monsoon season for another, I think it's September, I think somewhere in there is like monsoon season. But end of July, August. So
Damn.
we got like 3 days of rain, and it was like hard rain, like enough where we had some crazy flooding, destroyed so much power lines. There's videos out there online of like power lines falling on cars, people driving. It's wild.
Crazy.
Yeah. It's like, dang. But yeah, then all that flooding in Texas, that's like, gosh. It's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had these
Don't
big
worry.
storms.
Don't worry. We didn't cause climate change. Isn't it like humans are just like this, man? We're very unique, obviously. Maybe in the whole universe we're not unique. Maybe I'm sure there's a bunch of dumbasses like us somewhere.
Oh yeah.
But we'll sit here and we'll go through the whole industrial revolution. We'll drop nuclear bombs. We'll have like Fukushima happens, fucking Chernobyl happens, deforestation. We're like, there's no way we caused any of this. It wasn't me. And it's like
all of a sudden, everyone turns to Shaggy. Everyone's Shaggy. It wasn't me.
Saw the marks
Wasn't
on his
me.
shoulder. It wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
Like,
Yeah.
it's just wild. We're fucking crazy, dude. We're fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And then it becomes like see, my neighbor's so funny. We were just talking about this. He's out there. He's blowing my driveway. He comes out here 6 at night, once a
At
week.
least he's blowing your driveway though.
Yeah,
Being
that's
a nice
cool.
guy.
Nice guy.
Cleaning it off for you.
Just a quirky guy. Like I would never imagine, hey, I'm gonna go do my yard work in the heat of the day, and sometimes it'll take me into night, and I'll be mowing my lawn at night. Quirky guys.
Yeah, I mean, I've done similar things.
Oh sure, I'm
Like,
sure
I've
I have.
decided.
I just love that we all have all our little quirks. We all have those little weird things that we can't really explain. It's just what we do.
Yeah, one night gosh, this was years ago, 10 years ago, probably. I got, got so high I was in the living room watching like HD TV shit, and you're watching like model redo shit, and I'm out there, and we had a new countertop for our bathroom. Like I just been kind of like waiting, like, I'll put it, I'm gonna do it on the weekend, just wait, and fuck this, I'm doing it now. I started renovating at 12 at midnight. I'm out in the front porch with my hands all just. It's 1:30 in the morning.
What the fuck?
I'm cutting the best cut freehand I've ever done.
You're focused
with a skill saw. Those laminate pieces you can buy like at Lowe's.
Oh yeah,
that are
the
pieces.
The 3-cut ones. Yeah,
we just had to cut off like a foot because it was just a foot too long. So I fucking went in there.
Like, you couldn't tell which one was pre-cut and which one is yours.
Hell no! I went put that aside and ring. And you know how slow I was going too. And this was at 1:30 in the morning with the skill saw.
Yeah.
Ring! Like, oh my gosh! I mean, it was perfect. It slid right in, just straight. Walked out. Like that's it.
That's why marijuana is better than alcohol. See, alcohol, you would think you did it right, and then in the morning you'll wake up and there'll be like gaps and shit. Like a chunk missing out of the laminate.
You'd have to be so pissed because you're not going to buy another piece. I was broke, so it's like just use a bunch of caulk to fill in the gaps. Yeah, just big old chunks of white. I probably would have lost a finger.
Probably.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I saw this video. Did I send it to you? I don't think I did. It was like on TikTok, I think, maybe though. This guy was like, I guess they caught a shark. He was like with his family fishing. Caught a shark, goes to take it out of the mouth. The shark gets the pinky, does like almost like a gator roll, like a twist.
Yeah.
Boom, pop, and the guy just goes, "God damn it, it got my pinky," and like walks off. And that's the end of the video. It's like, stop. Could you imagine?
His pinky's gone.
Gone. Because he got the hook out, and then the fish got the pinky gone, and then the shark swam off.
Yeah. Is it Shark Week right now?
I don't know. At least when Shark.
What up, Lou?
No. See, she's older now. That's not.
Is that Elise?
Elise, not Lindsay.
I can't see.
When Shark Week,
all I saw was her arms. I'm like, gosh. Well, she's taller than Lindsay now.
Yeah. No, Lindsay's a little bit taller.
Really? Jeez.
Like by like a quarter of an inch.
Well, not for long.
No. No, Alicia's going to be like 5'9", probably. My guess is.
Yeah, I think Natalia finally passed Sarah. Sarah's only 5'2".
Sarah's the shortest in the family officially, huh?
Yeah, Marcus is like. I think Marcus is the tallest now. I think he finally got me.
Yeah,
but close.
What are you
We're
like?
close.
5'11"?
I'm 5. I'm like 5. I'm gonna be almost got 5'10" and 3/4. I'm
5'10" and yeah. Okay.
I'm 5'11" in my like Brooks walking shoes, and then I'm 5'10" in like 3/4 in my Vans. Depends on what shoes I'm wearing. But,
I think I'm 6'3" and something.
Yeah.
I never quite got to 6'4", but it was like really close. If it were up to me, I'd probably be I'd probably be like 6'1" would be good. Things aren't made for tall people like me. I hit my head on so much shit you wouldn't believe.
And things aren't made for me because I'm just like boxy. So it's like I'm like just solid.
Is it kind of ironic that you're a brown box and you worked for UPS?
Yeah. I looked like the fucking truck. I did. I matched the truck and everything. Come running up. Yeah. At night. That's why I said seriously, at night I wouldn't deliver like we deliver certain places. We had to be careful because everything's so dark. Like you see a brown truck roll up at night in some of these neighborhoods I work in. And this big brown dude comes running out with you're like, what the hell?
Some Breaking Bad shit, man. Like, oh shit. Yeah.
But luckily I had a shaved face. I couldn't have facial hair, so I look baby face.
That's
and I couldn't have this.
I remember you not being you wouldn't be able to do the playoff beard. You would do the playoff mustache.
Do the mustache. I look like a landscaper. I did. It was funny. Yeah. I can't. I try to grow it. Like I'll try it, but no.
You can grow a nice beard. See, I can't grow the beard. I can grow a thick mustache, but it would just be this obnoxious like Mario Brothers ass mustache.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know.
I keep this level. I have a shave like a Manscaped thing that has like adjustables.
Mhm.
So I keep this. That's why I'm always pretty much like this, because I could grow. If I didn't shave by the next podcast, I would be just already filling out.
Sasquatch
Yeah, I grow
is real.
facial. Well, that's what's weird. My arms and stuff, I'm not really hairy. My legs, I'm not hairy. But my facial
Yeah.
hair, I can grow fast. My back is not really hairy. Sarah only has to shave me like once every couple months.
That's true love.
Yeah. You know,
She-
my eyebrows, I'll shave
Wookie
those.
ass. You wookie
She'll
ass.
pull them all in my ear.
I
get.
need to
it's my
get.
ears.
I need to get the
And
Manscaped
nose.
thing that
Yes.
because I
Ears
plucking
and
them makes
nose,
me
yeah.
want to cry.
The ears and nose are horrible. That's like my grandpa though. Growing up, I remember seeing he's an old Italian dude smoking
Yeah.
cigars, and he just had a bush coming out of his ears.
Out of his ear, I seen
Yeah.
dudes like that.
Yeah, they just let that bush go.
I get him on
mean,
the.
it's-
I get him on the top of the nose sometimes too, like these.
Every
long
now and then
hairs.
I'll get like one black, like one black straight.
black like the night.
But yeah, but my eyebrows,
Yeah.
I'll take that Manscaped and do my eyebrows because they'll get bushy too. That was my grandpa too. He had bushy eyebrows and like just garden in his ear. It was
Dude,
like
I've seen some that are so thick. There was this like theologian from back in the day, and they were honestly like a fucking cartoon character. It was like ridiculous. I forget who it was.
yeah, there's some big ones.
Mhm.
Mine are kind of bushy. That's why I got to shave them down.
Mine
but-
get bushy, you know. But I'm not going with the unibrow. As long as I don't got the unibrow, I'm good with that.
See, for being Italian, I'm not very hairy because I
Same.
have my uncles. My uncles, oof, their legs look like it's like a coat, and they've all been
Yeah,
like that. It's
yeah.
weird.
All I've got is like the Italian oil skin, but
Yeah.
I'm Portuguese, Hispanic, Italian, and I don't have any. I'm not hairless, but I don't have back hair or nothing. I don't have chest hair.
Yeah,
I got pretty
have
long
it.
arm
They're not
hair.
bad.
It's not bad. But my
I mean, I
arm hair is
shave-
almost like light skin. It's like light brown.
Yeah, I shave
Where
all
am I?
that now, so it's like.
Oh yeah, for the tats.
But I'm still about the same. But yeah, I don't know. I'm fine with them. But yeah, my facial hair though, I can grow this pretty well. But I'm getting the whites, getting all those little white ones starting to come
Yeah,
out.
you get, and then you get them down below too. You're like, oh shit, it's a gray one.
I haven't seen one of those yet. I'm sure I
well,
have them. I just haven't seen them.
There you
Yeah, you gotta keep, got to maintain the forest also. So
go. We're sponsored by Manscaped, folks. Use no, actually not.
but yeah, so no, these floods are wild. Back to the floods.
Well, yeah, God
Yeah, like
bless us
Texas
for
one.
Texas, that sucks.
That Texas one is crazy. That's what I think it's 100.
I wonder, do we get desensitized to it as a people when it keeps it like, because we've had the fires, we had the campfire, we had the Reading fire, we had the Santa Rosa fire, and then you talk about the hurricanes. It just happens so often. It's like, I think we start to like numb out about it. Like we hear about Gaza and we're like, yeah, we're fired up about it, but at the same time, like sometimes it's like overload. It's like it's one thing after the other every day.
Yeah. You can be. I know you can be. I mean, I remember just working at the funeral home, being around like death
yeah.
every day.
Every
After
day.
it becomes so I could see especially if you're one of those people that are on social medias all the time, always.
Mhm.
I mean, and then you start reading those things that's on your feed. How every day, if you're doing that every day, how you just
The vortex.
yeah, and so yeah, I think you just become. It's just like every day. It's just oh, that's sad. Like what, like what they say, thoughts and prayers, and then it's like
Yeah.
can't wait for this weekend. Woo, pool party.
4th of
all we care about,
July.
really. That's all we care about. Honestly, it's sad, but I mean, it is true. I mean, but like I mean, I don't know.
Well, to some
It's
degree, it's human nature. Like there's like I think I don't remember the number, but there's been studies done by like sociologists. Like we can only be close to like 100 people, like 120 people, like something. It's a small group, maybe it's 25 people, but like we have empathy, of course, but when it comes down to it, it's really about our immediate world.
Yeah.
I mean, for the most part, like most days, most people, and that's understandable to some degree, I think.
Mm-hmm. I mean, honestly, you think about it. Like nobody thinks about you throughout the day besides your wife, your kids, if that anyone else in that you don't you know what I mean, they're not there because you're in your own bubble, you're in
What
your
the
own
fuck?
world,
I think about you. What
you're
are you talking
focused
about,
on yeah,
asshole?
but you're focused on, you know, like what you're doing, like so the rest of you just kind of, and I think it's just so much, and now it's become so much and so crazy
Yeah.
that it's just like whatever, you know, like when Elon tweets all this stuff now and does it's like oh yeah, it's
just
like
whatever.
it's not even, it's like
It's
whatever.
gotten.
Oh, P Diddy got, you know, P Diddy get like convicted of his, all of this stuff.
Right,
You're just
like,
oh,
this all
okay.
happened in a week, and we're just like,
Yeah,
you
it's
have,
just like,
but that's got to be evolutionary though. Like, that's got to be some kind of defense mechanism. Otherwise, we'd literally go insane. Like, because we can't just be like, oh, Steve Bannon's on a pedophile list, and the president might be a pedo, and this is what Elon Musk is saying, the richest man, and like everything happened, and it's all been in the last week. Like in a sane world, that would break our brains.
The same guy that was on stage with the chainsaw. It's just oh,
yeah,
it's like this last seriously since January, we're in a movie. Like I feel like we're in a bad, like is this like
a bad
filming
one?
Like Trump like ultimately filming a bad reality show? Like because it seems like this is just we're in a show.
The contestants without knowing it.
It's like, are we in some kind of?
It does seem like that. Like it's the Truman Show, but
it's like this isn't real. It doesn't feel real. That's the weird part. Just, and I think that's why a lot of people are just like, the only people that are getting upset are the people that it's affecting at the moment. So when it affects you, when you go to your doctor's office and you have a sign that says, you know, oh, sorry, you know, this might be our last month. You're gonna have to find a new doctor or a new fucking facility. Till it starts affecting you personally, we don't give a shit. We don't care. Yeah. You know, I mean, we really don't. We'll repost a few things. We'll do that fun thing. But honestly, if we don't see it happen to us or an immediate family member, it's like it's not. We just move on and, you know.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a lot.
It's
hard. It's just like, yeah. I mean, look at politics. Really, has like anything really in your life changed since we've been like, you know, entered the world of paying taxes and a job, like since we were like 18, 19 years old? Life has pretty much been the same for us.
Trajectory. Yeah.
It's like it's nothing's been drastic. It's just, you know, every year's, you know, my tax returns every year are about the same. Some might be a little more one year, some might be a little less this year. But over time, everything's just kind of like this. You know, nothing's really been like, you know, till the last few years, last 7 years have been crazy.
I think
but it's starting to affect everyone. Before
that, like, I mean, that's
8 years ago, maybe 8 years ago, before the fire, before COVID, when everything went wacky for all of us out there, you know, everything was kind of just like, you know, you're just in the momentum of life. It was nothing seriously bad was happening, but nothing really great was happening. You're just kind of you're just moving along like how they want you.
Those are like the golden years. Like there's a bit of normalcy, which
and it was just like, you know,
kind of too.
Yeah, you didn't. I mean, how often were you worrying about politics? How often were you worrying about things around? Like at the time, I wasn't. You know, I was wrapped up with, you know, your life, my kids, hockey, this, that.
Yeah, sure.
And then now it just seems like since, you know, that fire, since everything, that kind of just, for me, lit everything. But just the world, from COVID happened, everything, the world shuts down. Since then, everything's just been chaos.
Yeah. I mean, now it's like, well, but people are being put in cages and there's masked police, like secret police in LA. And so that's when things shifted. It's like this. Okay. That's
crazy.
That's a lot different than Bush v. Obama or Romney v. Obama and I didn't like Bush. I thought Obama was even sort of underwhelming, but it was like, this is like, oh, we don't know who these mounted soldiers are in the streets of LA. And I don't know why are they there? Like, there's no warrant. There's no, they're just rounding people up. Like, that's fucking different. Whatever side of political spectrum, I don't give a fuck about that.
Yeah,
but I do give a fuck about a pseudo militia police state. Like, that's never good. That's like sci-fi shit.
Yeah, where did that? Stephen Miller, whatever his name is, that guy that's running it. What did he want?
Spooky.
100.
Spooky.
He
Dude.
wants 100 million people in the United States that all look like him. That was his words. That was his words.
I mean, Laura Loomer said
So-
65 million alligator snacks, and there's 65 million Latinos in America, and that sounds like ethnic cleansing. You're like, this is how these motherfuckers talk. That's different.
No, it's
That's
now it's
different.
just going to if you're
Whoa.
brown, if you look like it,
Jesus
then
Christ.
you know, yeah, that's what they wanted. Wow.
Yeah. Well, Costa Rica's nice, I hear.
There's a tipping point. There's a tipping point.
There is.
There's
yeah,
going to be a tipping point, and a tipping point, I think,
the fuse has been lit.
and at some point we're going to have something horrible happen. Like there's going to be like some horrible things, like
Yeah.
a lot of people are going to lose their lives, and it's going to be sad
Probably.
because it's going to happen. It's just it's on the. They're not doing anything about it. It's going to happen, and it's and that's what they want, though. That's what he wants. So then he can do run his martial law and do all
I think.
and then really just.
I don't think we'll
start-
vote in the midterms in any sort of normal way.
No,
Some
I
shit's
think
gonna-
at that point though, you're gonna have the real wackos come out, and
Mhm. The
I would
freaks
not
come
wanna
out
be
at night.
I would not want to. I would not want to be a politician. Or if I had a family member that was, I would separate myself from any politician
No,
as
people
far
are
as
about
I could. Yeah, because
People
it's
about to
going
crash
be.
out.
Mhm.
People are about to crash out.
Yeah, and people go crazy, and they'll go after your family, and they'll go after. That's why I like
People-
politicians. Like, if you have anyone, I'm fucking move, get away from them. I wouldn't, because that's where they're pushing everyone to. It's crazy. You're just watching it slowly happen. It's slowly going to happen, and then all these disasters happening. We're getting into hurricane season. You're going to have so many people that are going to lose everything, and then look for help. Look for something. They have
Ain't no
nothing.
help coming. Ain't no help
What do you
coming.
think's going to happen? What do you think's going to happen when they find
Mm-hmm.
out who to blame? Who do you think they're going to come after? Like it's going to get wild, and they're kind of just inviting it. That's what's going to happen. It's crazy, but it's coming.
Well, yeah, and in the meantime, I think you have to have a balance in life. So like, you can't doom scroll. You can't focus on it all the time, and you got to go to San Diego, like what we're doing. You got to get away from the shit, man. You got to sit on a beach and eat some shrooms and smoke some pot and eat good food and fucking listen to music.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
Unless we go to San Diego
Seriously.
and there's fucking ice agents.
It's gonna be ice all over the beach. It'll be walking down the beach.
Fucking A. That will. I mean, I
Assholes.
don't.
Actually, you know what? Honestly,
Fuck.
San Diego doesn't put up with that shit.
I
Look at
saw him.
videos of San
I saw him
Diego.
run them out. Like, get the fuck
Oh
out of our
no!
city.
Watch no.
I've
San
seen
Diego
them.
is a very, very, very liberal city.
They don't fuck
I
around.
love San Diego. I'd love to have a vacation home there. San Diego's they don't put up with that stuff. You start ice comes marching down the beach or something, you're gonna have some.
LA doesn't
Flo-
either though.
No,
LA
that whole area
doesn't
down there.
fuck
The only
around.
place that does is Huntington Beach, and that's just a shithole. I stayed there for hockey. Oh my god, it's a
Huntington Beach
shithole.
not nice. No,
Oh,
I don't know SoCal that well. I mean, I know a little bit, but not too much.
yeah, us. Like I went stayed in a hotel there by the beach. And it was gross. But
But people don't
Yeah,
fuck
they're-
around. People don't play.
yeah, they don't play around there. They're gonna play around there. But at
there's gonna
some
be
point,
good food.
like I
that's
said-
what I'm looking forward down there. I'm looking forward to some good food.
Yeah, and I'm looking. Gosh, there's Thai food. I'm looking for. I didn't eat there last time, so I want to try it this time.
Where's
Some
that
Thai,
Michelin? I gotta look this up. Have you heard about that?
There's
A
all
Michelin
kinds.
star taco truck.
There's all kinds of food down there. That's crazy.
Michigan
So good. There's
star.
They have kind of like out here. You
Oh,
have little
it's in
shopping
Mexico
centers.
City.
Okay, little strip
Taco
malls.
Center, that one. Yeah.
So these little strip malls, you just got to go in, look in these strip malls, because you'll find little hole in the wall, like all different kinds of foods, all different kinds of ethnicities. And that's what's hard for me is to go in those places. You see them, because when I get in there, I don't know. I'm just looking at a board like, oh, I don't know what to order, and I panic. I'm like a panic order. Like I'm like, oh, if I don't know it, like I don't know what I'm like, because half of it's like could be in Mandarin or whatever. And it has kind of handwritten words under. You can't fucking read them. Like, I don't know. Does that say chicken? I'm like, I don't know. But I just don't know.
Gotta have Google with you.
Yeah, so it's like I always panic, so I'm always afraid to go in those places. But those have the best foods. It's like those little hole in the walls. They've been there forever for a reason, and they don't want to get big. They want to stay right there and do what they do. And it's like usually older, like a lot of Asian places like that over there. Like a lot of older family, like women that have been working there forever, and it's the same way, the same shop. They don't change it.
That was a lot of those places I went to in Hawaii. It was in Honolulu, and it was in a fucking. Oh, there it is. I can't bring it up on the computer because it's on my phone. Makoto Sushi in Aiea. It was in a parking structure in like the second story. It was so fucking good, dude. It was like these big fat rolls, so perfect.
Yeah, it's wild. Just, those are cool places. Those are fun places.
It's those places where I went on Google and I gave him a review. It was so good. Like, I don't do that very often, but I was like, I'm giving this guy 5 stars for sure. Killer.
Yeah, so like we'll go, like, we'll eat kind of by our hotel, like we'll probably have a couple meals there, but driving around for lunch when you go take off is you just kind of just drive as you're exploring shit. You just look and you'll find find shit. You'll find like little centers that have all different kinds of food, and those are the centers you stop into and whatever you're into, and you just try whatever it is. Like
I think that's my favorite thing to do on vacation is just explore and find local spots. Yeah. That's my thing. Like, that's what
that's all I do. Everywhere. I love doing it. I just bring my camera with me and we just drive. So that's what JD and I would do a lot before. We would just be smoking as we're just cruising around. We just cruise around and smoke and just find cool places, cool things, photos. We'll hit beaches, go smoke a joint on the beach, and then pack up and drive down the road and see what's around. That's what we do in San Francisco all the time. We'll drive up to Twin Peaks, cruise down to the park, right on the park, go grab a blanket, go lay on the park for a while, listen to some music, smoke a joint, and then like when we go there just to chill and relax, we'll go find some food in the city. Same thing like out there. Do the same shit. It's fun. That's what I love doing. Just find a shit. Sometimes we'll go to the museum, go to Soma, go to the museum or some shit, find a cool museum, go smoke a joint before the museum. It's pretty cool. It's fun. That's fun. Going to a museum high as fuck. Because a lot of museums like Soma, like the art just comes to life. The art's just so much
you end up
more.
Staying there for a long time. You're like just staring at it, like
you're just like, wow. Especially if you have edibles. So edibles is good. High dose edibles on. Like I went to the Getty. I wish I would have been on edibles at the Getty, but like Soma, same thing. Sometimes they'll do like interactive displays and stuff where it feels like you're in the art and stuff, and it just brings it to a whole new level, which is fun. But
like that one,
like San Diego, same thing.
That one place in Area 15 when we were at that. Remember that art we walked through? Yeah, and it was like the music, and it was like fucking. They did the edibles, and then it was like 3D and shit. That was wild.
Yeah, like that place. That's perfect. That's what it's for. That's what it was made for.
It was like someone made this.
Area 15 is made for drugs. I mean, the guy that did some of the art in one of the displays is Alex Gray. The psychedelic artist, Alex Gray.
Yeah. Okay.
I have actually. He's my first piece of art that I bought was an Alex Gray piece, but he did some of the psychedelic art in there. But it's made for that. And like San Diego has that. There's a cool museum they have downtown.
Oh,
we went and hotboxed the car and went to that museum. It was fun. Yeah. Oh yeah. We were those people. We were those people.
Yeah.
But in San Diego.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. But you know what? When you're down there, you're not the only one.
Oh no. Like no one gives a fuck. See, that's why I love Cali, man. Like.
Yeah, no one gives a shit.
I got an original art piece right there. That's yours right there. Why can't I point the right way?
Oh yeah, I remember that was
kind of close to my house. Actually,
yeah, that was actually one of my first pieces I printed. Was that piece? Okay. Isn't that the one on wood? Is it on wood or canvas? Canvas. And then I did not that picture. I did another one on wood after that. I'm like going on treaded wood, but that was my first one. That was my test photo. Like I'm gonna print. I like the photo. It was just a cool.
I like the photo. It's farmy, so it's perfect my style, and it's close to my house. It's got the sunflowers. Yeah,
it's around the corner.
Goes well with my my office here.
Yeah. So San Diego definitely will be. Yeah, we'll drive around, explore,
San
go to
Diego.
downtown stuff, go to like Little Italy.
Mm.
I think we'll do. Just we'll spend. I mean, shit. We have what? Get there Sunday. Sunday will probably just be chill day around because we'll probably. I don't know what time you guys are going to be rolling in.
I don't know. We're driving from Morro Bay.
Yeah. So Sunday will probably just be hang, chill, walk, do stuff right around the hotel because I don't know if you're going to be there later, earlier, or
It'll probably be early. We'll probably honestly get up. We'll be there. We'll be there probably by like 1,
yeah. So
2, like early afternoon.
yeah, we're gonna chill, explore around, see what's around. We'll do some exploring, walking around town right there, and then Monday we can do whatever we can make. Because I know we want to have a beach day. Definitely beach day. Probably,
California surfing USA.
and I know Monday night. I think Monday night we might be going to a show. So I think we're gonna go to a show. There's a show.
What kind of show?
We'll go to a show.
Strip show? Strip?
No, it's
burlesque.
It's like I think every Monday night there's a bar down there that has. It's like a Grateful Dead cover band, but it's like every Monday night the same. It's like some old dudes. You chilling there with some old dudes. Just go smoke a bunch of weed and go listen to some music.
Hippie. You're such a hippie.
And that's where we're gonna hang out. We're gonna take a lift over there. It's fun. Then then after that maybe let's head back to the hotel.
Can we see if there's like maybe a comedy show going on down there? That'd be fun.
Yeah, let's see what's going on. I haven't looked yet. See on those dates if what's happening.
I'll have to look and see if there's any events.
No, I don't know. I have to see. I can check here too when we're here because I have house seats, so I can see if there's anything going on. Sometimes you get lucky. Got lucky and got Carrot Top a couple weeks ago. So every now and then those things like that pop up, like bigger shows. I can go for free. But
yeah.
So San Diego's will be fun. We'll do a show. We'll do a little dead show. It'll be fun.
It'll be fun. Let's take a quick break
just,
so I can toke on this shit real quick, and then we'll be right back.
Where'd mine go?
Let's loop the poop the bloop. All right, let's see here. Present. It looked like Comic-Con was
okay.
Gonna be there while we're there. If you want to go to Comic-Con.
Comic-Con's actually I heard it's fun.
Comic-Con. I wonder if Ashley Comic-Con and I think Keith might be going to Comic-Con. Wait, I gotta ask him. Hold up.
Yeah, it's is that Comic-Con that?
San Diego. Have you gone there? Have you gone to San Diego Comic-Con?
I have not done
Comic-Con, I think he's done Keith did something for I think Philip K. Dick, the sci-fi. I think at a Comic-Con in San Diego. The sci-fi writer wrote fucking Blade Runner.
Oh. I haven't seen Blade Runner forever.
Yeah.
It's been a long one.
I don't know. I didn't really love it. But I was going to see it.
I can't even really tell you a lot about it right now. I fucking don't remember. It's been so long.
It's comics. I don't really. Okay, so let's see. When are we there? July what?
We're there the 29th?
No. You're lying out your ass.
We're there the 20th.
The 20th through the 22nd.
So we get there the 20th, the 21st.
George Thorogood and the Destroyers. You want to go do that right here? George Thorogood.
Go pick up some cougars.
Is that bad to the bone? Yeah, that. Oh,
yep.
Dude.
Get some
There would be
old ladies.
There'd be just some dancing for sure. Exotic themes for the silver screen at Epstein Family. I don't want to go to Epstein Family Amphitheater. No, thank you.
That's weird. It's
What
weird
the
that it's
fuck?
still called the Epstein Family thing.
I would have changed it by now.
Yeah,
Enjoy
get
a
on that.
scenic concert in La Jolla featuring the score of Up at No thanks, I don't want to do that. Rakim. Oh, Rakim. You want to go see Rakim? One of the greatest rappers of all time.
Where's he at?
It's right here. July 22nd. We'll be there right now. Oh no, we won't, huh? Oh, see, we'll just be there. Aren't we there the 19th, 20th, and 21st?
No, we're there that night. We leave
We're there
Wednesday
that
morning.
night. Oh, we
leave Wednesday. That's our last night.
We can go see
We're in the
Rakim.
Rakim. Oh, House of Blues, San Diego. Ooh,
That'd be
cool.
cool.
That's not bad.
How much are tickets?
Yeah. First, how much?
I would go, honestly.
Let's see. Where's he playing? House of Blues, San Diego.
So, I mean, general admission $17.
Oh shit.
Standing only. General admission $35. I mean, all the way up to the most expensive is right up front, like $118.
Well, I don't need to see him up front.
No, I go in general admission probably. Standard ticket. More info. Coyote, I don't know who that is, and Bloodstone, the street preacher. I don't know who that is either.
I don't know.
All right, we might have to mark. We might have to put a pin in that one.
Yeah, we can look at look
That's
at that.
there. Let's see. That's what that is. That'd be fun. But there's gonna be lots to do. Big city living. How many people live in San Diego? A couple million, right? You got at least a
I
couple
don't
million.
know. At
Have you been
least.
to the zoo there? The zoo's pretty good. As far as
I haven't
zoos
been to
go.
the zoo. I haven't been to the zoo there. No. Maybe when I was little.
Yeah.
But I went
We
to
took at least when she was 3, and so it's been 11 years.
Yeah.
12 years.
I went to a zoo in St. Louis. That was actually, I was impressed. This zoo was fucking awesome. They had every fucking animal you can think of, but it was free. You just walk in.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah. You just walk in. They had everything. Everything there, like a big ass fucking zoo. Polar bears to lions to elephant. Like,
Was it
everything.
something like Joe Exotics?
no, it's all city.
Like-
It's all funded by Anheuser-Busch.
Oh,
Anheuser-Busch funds all of it. So it's free.
pretty dope.
It's free. There was a lot of free stuff like that. Anheuser-Busch in St. Louis, I see why fucking Bud Light, like they give, I mean, I can't imagine how much money they give St. Louis. Holy shit. Cause there were so many free things like that. They can go to museums, all kinds of things. But yeah, we walk up and they're like, where's the ticket office to like pay to get in? You know, and you're like, the gates are just there open. Like,
Yeah.
just go on in and you just go in. It's a big ass, like, I mean, I don't know. You can
Like a
probably, I wonder if
city
it's
zoo.
still free. I don't know if it's still that way. This was, gosh, how
Let's
long
see.
ago was this? This was, Marcus was probably what?
Yes. Admission to the St. Louis Zoo is free.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's still, this was when he was like, gosh, 10 years ago when we went, but
That's wild.
yeah, it's crazy.
So
And
you
I
learned
didn't-
something. You learned something on this show.
Yeah.
I would have
It's
never.
a really,
guessed that.
it's a really cool zoo. St. Louis, the city itself, was actually kind of cool. We
Was
walked
it?
around. Yeah, it was actually really nice.
Is
We
the
walked around
is
all
the
of it.
arch huge or is it small?
Oh, yeah. I went to
Big?
the top.
You
I went to the
did.
top.
You were
Oh, yeah.
terrified. You were
Uh-huh.
shitting bricks.
I went to the top, but I had to do it. I'm like, when am I ever going to be here again?
Is it tall? It's up
Oh yeah, it's up there. You're up there. So we went and it was Sarah and I, and then Natalia. Natalia was really little, so she was just, where are we going? She had no clue what was happening.
Mhm.
And you go in these pods. You get
Mhm.
these like pods that seat about 4 or 5 people, and then that goes up, and it's pretty small. It's like an egg, and it
Mhm.
goes up because it's it's arched, so it goes up. Dun, dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun,
Yeah, sure.
and it's pretty. It's 20 minutes or something like that to get up there.
20
The only thing
minutes?
I mean, I don't know of how long, but it felt like
Damn.
way. But it's a
Yeah.
while. It's not like you're just up there like an elevator, like ding, ding, 101th floor or whatever. So it took you some time.
101.
Yeah, 101th floor. So like you go up that way. The only thing that didn't make me go crazy is there was a window. And so out the window you could see like the stairwell. So there's a stairwell going all the way up. So I felt comfortable if like, oh, I could easily bust down this door if I get freaked the fuck. Like if we stop or something happens, and then you just get out and you just walk down the stairs. But it's a long ass walk downstairs. Take me 2 days to get down, but
Man, I think one of the only times I had like a mini panic attack was at the top of the Empire State Building
dang, you should
at night.
So this is wild. So you get up to the top, and it's an arch. So that's the way you walk across it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not really wide. So what you do though is there's windows on the side, and you lay down, and then you look down.
Oh no. No.
Oh gosh, it's
you
making
did
me
that?
feel all queasy right now. Yeah, I had to look at. I
gives
took
me
some
chills.
pictures of the phone. Yeah, because you're looking at the Mississippi.
Yeah, the mighty
The
Mississippi.
old Mississippi. But it was. Oh, it's making me feel weak, queasy right now thinking about it.
Would you have we
But,
talked about
yeah.
this? Would you do the Colorado the Grand
Fuck
Canyon
no,
one?
nope,
Colorado-
nope.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe I did that. The only reason I was able to do this is I was sober. I wasn't high. If I was high, there's no way.
Ain't no way.
No way. So
I kissed the
do
Blarney
that,
Stone
you're
in
good.
Ireland. You got to hang upside down and kiss the stone.
what are you
But it's
hanging
not that
like
high.
above?
Well, you're like upside down and like staff are up there holding you, and you kiss this stone on the top of like a Irish castle.
Hmm.
But you're like
I
hung
don't know if
upside
I do
down, like looking way
Yeah.
down. Yeah, you do it. It's not too bad.
But height scares the shit out of me. I could not do the Grand Canyon thing. I'd go out there. I'd go sit in that building in the back. I'd be with
I'm
my
not
camera with the
doing it.
long lens.
Yeah,
But
you get some
I-
good shots
I-
out there though on that little bridge.
Oh, I don't care. I got a big 600 millimeter lens. I
know.
can get some good shots with that from the observation deck on solid land.
Scary.
And I know I just can't. I can't. Same thing like that One World when we went on top of that. Have you been on that? Ooh, the One World in
Which
New
one
York,
was that?
the one they
No.
built for 9/11. I forget how tall that is. But yeah, that.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's glass bottom, I think, isn't it?
It's glass
So you
bottom.
can see below.
Oh yeah,
I think that's
right
what
down
freaks
the
everyone
center.
see. Mhm.
Oh, it gave me chills. Oh no!
I
way.
told
Ain't
you.
No, way.
No,
Ain't no way. Look at that
Yeah.
gorge. Oh
There's
yeah,
no
look
way I
at
could-
this. Look at her.
No, thank you.
Nah.
See, yeah, that's
I'm
and
good.
no. So I couldn't. I mean, I wouldn't mind going. Like, I'll go for the ride. I'll take some cool. But there's gonna be some awesome. I can take some good photos from back here. Anyone else want to go for it? Go, Sarah. Go for it.
Oh yeah. I didn't when Lindsay
me.
went up to the top of in Seattle, that one. I didn't do that. I didn't want to.
I didn't do that one either. I didn't do it. The Space Needle. Sarah went up by
Yeah.
herself. I see. Sarah would do that stuff too. Sarah would walk. She'd do it. I think she'd do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were in Cabo. We got in this boat. Some locals take us out to go snorkeling by like Divorce Beach or whatever. So we jump out in the middle of the ocean, snorkels on and stuff. And I'm looking shores like 300 yards that way. And I'm like, wait a minute, bro. I can't swim this well. Like, whoa, hold up. But the water's so buoyant because it's so salty. You just float. It's like
Mhm.
you can't sink. It's weird. You just you barely kick your feet and you're just like, ease bob. But anyways, there's this big ass rock out there. And Sarah's like, some, young kids I'm jumping. Sarah's like, I'll do it. I'm like, you're fucking crazy. She climbs her ass all the way to this fucking rock and she jumps off of this thing.
Mm.
So she'll do shit.
She'll do it.
So I think I can get her to do that.
Some of these, look at this.
Yeah.
That's the
No.
one in
No,
that's that tall building. It makes me sick thinking about being that tall.
no, thank you. Nope.
Crazy.
Is that Dubai? Where's that one in Dubai? That's the tallest
Dubai.
building in
That's the
world.
one. Yeah.
That's the I want to call it the Wiz Khalifa. It's not the Wiz, Khalifa.
Yeah, it's the Wiz Khalifa.
What's it called?
It's like the Burj, the Burj something. What is the tallest building in the world? Is the Burj Khalifa.
I'm gonna always call it the Wiz Khalifa. You know, Wiz
It's got to be
building.
the Wiz. That's that Wiz Khalifa building.
That building.
But like those views from like New York.
Yeah. Have you seen?
like-
Is this the tower? The tower by Central Park?
Oh yeah,
Have you seen that one?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
No, I could not live in that. Wait.
I mean, the view is amazing. I don't think I can go up that high with all glass. Like everything,
No.
all the walls, everything's glass. It's like you're just looking,
Yeah.
and you're 100 stories up or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's scary. It looks like it can just be pushed over. It's wild to see. And there's like, I forget how much like one of the penthouses there is. It's something ridiculous, probably like $20-30 million or whatever.
Oh, it's
15,
got
20
it's
million.
gotta be City Realty. It's the all. Oh, is it that
It is
tall,
wild.
weird looking one? Yeah.
And it's right by Central Park, so the views are amazing.
Yeah.
I mean,
Maybe it's at 53 West 53rd Street. 64 million, some of them.
yeah. And how tall is it? How many stories? Like it's
I don't know. It's
crazy.
let's see. I'm seeing 72. You're on this like the 70s. Could you imagine being on the 72nd story? And that's your apartment?
Yeah.
I'd never sleep.
No. I get in these like some of these casino hotels,
Mhm.
and from the outside, none of them look, like, oh wow, that's crazy big. Going to New York and seeing these skyscrapers, then you come here and see like, oh, the hotel, yeah, it's a tall hotel, it's a big hotel.
But when you get there,
Yeah, then you're in New York, you see those like that one world, but you look up and it disappears into the sky. That's crazy. Like there shouldn't be people up there. There shouldn't be
No.
people living up there.
no.
Like you're living in the sky, so you're living in clouds. Like
Yeah,
you're
you're
literally
living
living in clouds. That day we were there, it was gone. The top, you can see the top.
Mhm.
It was like, I'm like,
It's like Lando Calrissian from Star Wars. Remember, Han Solo goes and sees him. He lives in Cloud City.
Yeah. It's what you feel like. You're like, this isn't. I don't know. So when you get out here, I'll be like, oh no, 40th floor. I'm like, holy shit, this 40th floor is here. Some of these hotels, that doesn't seem like it, but that's crazy to me. So I couldn't live in a home like that. My anxiety, everything would be just whacked.
Awful.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. So it scares me looking at the videos and seeing, because people post like, reels and stuff of like, I'm like, no, those reels make me queasy. Like I get like my hands get all sweaty. That's how horrible I am. But
yeah, it makes me
it's
nervous.
It's my kryptonite.
Yeah, I'm
But
good.
Sarah
I'm
would
good,
do it.
I'm good on like the 10th floor.
Yeah.
20th, maybe.
Get a good enough view.
It's a good view. But
Yeah.
it would start making me a little nervous.
Shoot,
How
why don't
about
you
that?
when we're out here after San Diego, we can do Strat. You can jump off the Strat.
That's that roller coaster that goes up and then down. Yeah, Elise was showing me that.
Yeah,
We
can jump off.
You would have to be like, Matt, I'm giving you $5,000 and here's the cash right now.
You would jump off for $5,000?
Jump off?
Yeah.
What do you mean jump off? Kill myself?
That's a ride. No, it's a ride. Would you kill yourself for $5,000?
I'll do it.
Make
if
it
there's
10.
a ride, like fucking make it 10. Let's do it.
No, that's it. It is. So you walk out on the platform, and then you just and you're attached to a cable in it. So it's not quite free fall. It's guiding you down, but it feels like you're free falling. You look it up. It's wild.
I gotta see this on YouTube right now. I'll bring it up right now.
So there's been a few times I've been cruising the strip, and all of a sudden you just see something go outside of the Strat. Someone just straight down, because it's right in front. You almost land on top of like where valet is, kind of that area. But Yeah. So you have that, and you have the roller coasters also. But but yeah, no way. I've been up there once. They charge now to also. I forget how much they charge.
Okay, so I think you'd have to pay me. I don't know. I'm hoping this.
Yeah. So I'm saying these things are wild. Like, yeah, here you go.
This it.
This is it.
This is it.
Now look back inside.
This is it.
There's
Watch.
there's no fucking way, dude.
This
Look at
is
that
it.
fucking height of it. Fuck that.
Yeah.
No way.
No, this is it. Watch this. Oh gosh.
Now turn it face
This kid's gonna jump
Ooh.
off this.
Yeah,
thing?
watch. Here it goes.
Why?
Oh, my palms are sweaty.
Yeah,
Palms are sweaty.
knees weak.
Oh, here
arms
comes
are
mom
heavy.
spaghetti.
I'm gonna just
Here comes
Shit.
mom spaghetti.
Yeah, that's coming up.
back
Here it
inside.
goes.
Oh my god,
Dude,
what the
this kid has
fuck?
bigger cojones than I do.
And you're hoping they strapped your ass in there correctly.
Right here?
Yeah.
Close on the edge.
I mean, you have some trust
Did-
into this woman right now.
Here it comes.
That you
Three,
never
Did you-
met.
one, go.
Cook me correctly. Oh!
No.
Oh my god.
He turned into Max Headroom.
What the fuck?
See, but it's so it's
This is something you
It's
could
not-
do.
yeah. This isn't so it's not a total free.
What just happened?
But
Oh my gosh. Building, man.
it's wild. That gave me
You
that
can
made my
jump
stomach
off of
queasy. Yeah,
building.
yeah.
Whoa. That's wild.
Dude, that should be a new
You'd have
segment
to
we should
pay
have.
me.
A video like that.
Jump off
So
a
when
building.
no, there's like a video that's intense like that we find.
All right, I got you. I got one. I got one. I got one next time.
Yeah. No, there's quite a few. I've seen quite a few when I'm at night.
When they're changing light bulbs at the top of those towers.
Oh God, I hate those, and I have to watch. And those are It's like they're like not even. It's almost like they feel like they're in outer space when they're up there. That's what it feels
Mhm.
like when they
Yeah,
look
you kinda
around.
see
You're like,
the
what?
Curvature.
Yeah.
You see the curvature of the Earth.
Yeah, and they're up there, and they stick a bulb in a little bag. It reminds me of
Ugh, makes me sick
Gosh, what
thinking
was it?
about it.
Indiana Jones, Temple of Doom,
Mhm.
when he has those rocks. That's what they're up there. Like they're putting the hot bulb in their bag, and then like, what if they
Mhm.
drop that? It's like, what if they drop that? They can't hear you. What do you go? Heads up. You hope you're down out there. You're like this. Yeah, I see him. And this fucking bulb is just. Could you imagine the sound of that hitting the ground? Boom.
You'd be so bummed out that you'd be like, I didn't. You got to bring two of them, right? You got to bring a backup.
Yeah, you have to. You have to have a backup. You're all the way up there. You climbed all the way up there.
They get paid thousands of dollars to do that.
Oh,
Those
you
guys
have
do
to.
levels.
You have to be paid that. Like for
You gotta be
no.
crazy. You gotta be crazy.
Why would you want to do that? I don't know how tall they are, but they seem like they're 10,000 feet. They're probably only like what 1,000 feet.
I don't know, but they're just a ladder. They're a glorified ladder.
Anything over like what scares you? Like what height? Like what height were you like do you
It
get
depends
to
on
the
what
point where you're like,
I'm doing. If I'm on a ladder,
or just at any point where you feel like, okay, I don't like this. Like I'm very uncomfortable right now. Like as from height, like ladder, just anything.
like if I
Because
was
the
on,
ladder
like,
and height for me, I'm at about 25 feet. I start panicking.
yeah,
So like a roof,
yeah,
like a
I'm
roof.
good,
I
good on
panic.
my roof in California. Back east, I wasn't good on my roof because it was 2 stories, and the pitch of roofs in the East Coast is a lot
Yeah.
steeper than California
Mhm.
because they got the snow.
Mm-hmm.
That was terrifying. That must have been 16 to 20 feet, 25 feet. Yeah, that was scary.
This is how bad I am. I hate looking out the windows that are right behind me. I hate looking out those windows. So I'm on the second floor. It
That's
makes
pretty-
me
that's pretty
wheezy. I
That's
look
pretty
out like, oh, I'll close the doors. I'll close the cabinets.
Okay,
Like, yeah, I'm good.
that might be worse than me.
And I'm only like 10, maybe 10, 12 feet up.
Yeah.
and I get queasy. Like I'll look out, like, oh, I can do it. Like I can sit there and look out, but and if I was on the roof, oh, I panic. I panic. So like some hotels around here. So some of the hotels and suites, like I said, I've been up to like the 40 something. I've been to penthouse, and they have all the glass, ceiling
It's glass
to floor.
Floor to ceiling. Yeah.
It's just it's like it looks like if I'm like going, and I don't know why, but why do you get the urge? Like I just get the urge to just go run at the fucking window.
I don't know.
Like,
I don't know
why?
what that is. Yeah. That's what
It's like when you're on.
okay. So it's when I'm driving along, like you go up 70, you're along the canyon's edge, or you can't see over. You're like, you're going around the turn. You know there's a turn there, but you just see emptiness. You just go over. In my head, I have to pay so close attention because a part of me is like, I'm gonna ram this thing off of it. Why? Why do I do that?
You're gonna Dukes the Hazard this shit up.
Yes. And it's gonna be too late to be like, fuck, what have I done?
Yeah, I do that.
Why is that?
I don't know, but like if I'm on heights, like something high, like if I'm,
Yeah.
I went to the top of the Eiffel Tower in Vegas years ago, but when you're up there, it feels like something's pushing me or like wanting me to go over. Like I can feel it. Like I don't know why. Like I want to. Like why do I feel like I want to do this? Like I have that urge.
What is that?
And I'm like, that's what scares me. Like, what if I'm drunk? And I'm like, oh, fuck it, yeah, let's do. Like, I don't know.
You're toast.
Like when I'm high, I'm like, no, danger. So I go away. I do danger. I do
Robinson.
I do. Oh, danger, and I'll go the other way. But no, it's wild. I don't know why you get that. I get that urge. So that's why I don't like it. I get weird and uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, why do I want to like jump? Like I hate it, and I just want to jump. The same thing when I go to see those windows. Like, why do I feel like I want to?
Well,
ram
I
those windows?
don't. But my urges do that. Yeah.
Like my fucking what is it? Listen, my evil side, my evil soul inside of me is like, do it, do it.
Working you with controls.
Yeah, the one that tells me to do acid and do try coke. It's okay, just try it.
We're all gonna die. You might as well just jump.
Yeah, just jump. Imagine how fun it's gonna be. Yeah, how fun it's gonna be, fucking pussy.
Yeah,
my inner guy's a fucking MAGA dude. He's like, you fucking pussy, fucking pussy. Yeah, just fucking do it, bro.
Gotta flick him. He's got a podcast and everything.
Drink that whole fucking bottle of fucking bro. Do it. Yeah. Throw it at that car next to you. Like, yeah, fuck you, dude. He has one of them, free Tibet stickers. Fucking throw it at him, motherfucker. like fuck, dude. Yeah.
I saw a lot of flags today flying off. Oh, I told you about that one. I tried to get a picture of him.
Oh yeah.
He was in his little motorized little cart.
Oh, I got
driving with a big ass flag hanging off.
Yeah, I remember you.
So
yeah,
classic.
That's like, yeah, that's what would you call it? Like vintage paradise. That's like just old people like in scooters. Now they got scooters after the fire. They got some insurance money, so they're able to afford the scooters now. So they're
but he was driving on the road though. On the road,
cruising. Was he going to
like, where do you put it? Do they have a big flagpole that you can get like an attachment?
I'm sure. Yeah.
Probably just rig it up. Just rig it.
Take it, drive it over to Ace Hardware.
Just rig it.
Yeah.
Get one of those 24 lug nut screw bolts. Just rig it on the back.
Bungee around.
Bungee cords.
Yeah. Big old, we'll just buy a little bit of big PVC. Just about a 6-inch chunk. We'll just get a little ratchet.
Yeah. What's your get a ratchet wrench? What's your update?
Oh, the my crazy Trumper neighbor down the street that had all the Trump flags and all that stuff a while ago. And he lost all the Trump stuff. I saw him today drive by my house, and he had one of the U.S. flags upside down as he was driving by.
Oh,
like flip the flag upside down.
Yeah, did he turn on Trump?
I don't know. I went because it was him. I can see it's a silver truck, and I was like, whoa, because he always kept his flags up because he's a veteran.
He's gonna have a Bernie sticker on his truck.
All of a sudden, went by and the flag was upside down, and I went,
"Oh my god,
what's happening?" So all I can think of is like it had to have something had to hit him personally for him to change. That's the only time you'll see like it's been stages. First it was all the, all of
That's
his Trump bumper stickers.
wild.
His Trump bumper stickers were gone, and his flag off the truck was gone. And he had a homemade sign that was like taped on the back of, and it said something Trump or something.
And this guy had
And
Trump
it was-
everywhere, right?
Yeah,
Trump
on his truck.
everywhere.
Yeah, because you only can have it on your truck. You can't have,
Right.
in your yard and shit. But
Oh, you
Yeah,
can't have
and,
the flags flying in the yard?
no, just during only a certain amount of time during
Oh.
voting times.
Oh, is
Out
it
here.
HOA
Yeah.
or is that a city thing?
Yeah, HOA.
Oh,
So,
okay. Well, that's kind of nice.
But out here, what's kind of wild out here also that I saw is like you don't see. I haven't seen a Trump flag. I don't.
all the
remember last time
houses
I've seen
around,
it.
all the houses in our neighborhood, they've all gone to American flags, if flags at all. And the one really big Trumper just has an American flag and a "Don't Tread on Me" flag set. Now, no more Trump.
Yeah, I had like out here there. I haven't seen any. It's been weird. I've told Sarah that too. I'm like trucks and stuff. Like you'll see like the bumper stickers. They just leave them because they're fucking don't want to rub them off. But I don't see flags. Where before because it was election, but even before that, you would just see flags, Trump flags everywhere. Always, out here I haven't seen any. And actually, when I went back to Chico, we were there. I noticed I didn't see a lot of them either around. I was like, wow, because when we left,
Yeah.
it was a fucking sea of them. And now it's like, whoa, it was weird to see. But that's like this guy. So he lost all that stickers, all his Trump stuff, and then he just went with American flags on his truck. He removed the Trump flag and
That
put
was
another
stage
American flag.
one. That was stage one.
Yeah, so he always had an American flag and then a Trump flag. And then, he lost the stickers, lost the Trump flag, and then put another, United States flag. And then today, when I was sitting in my living room, I could see out my front window and it went by and I saw something upside down. When I
So
went,
what would
whoa,
it be? What would be the
I don't know.
thing?
I
That's
know
like
he's-
America's in distress.
So
They're sending out the signal that we've lost the country. Essentially, like we're in dire straits.
he is a military guy. I heard that was the word. I
Uh-huh.
think he's an ex-military guy, but he might be an actual like military dude where he's, not gonna, because you can see the progression of it. So he could be one of those, I don't know.
It could have been the,
I don't know.
Could have been the pseudo troops in LA.
What was the tipping point? I don't know. I have no idea.
That'd be wild to talk
No.
to someone like that.
And he's crazy. He looks crazy. He has long, stringy hair. He wears like jean shorts and like sneakers,
Okay.
and with no shirt, and just like with his hose out front around water and stuff. Like he's just the guy on the street. Everyone kind of just the crazy house. There's always a
That's
crazy
Ron.
house.
That's just Ron.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't never talked to him, but I've seen him. But that's why I always notice him as a fucking Trump shit. I'm like, oh, great. And then there's a couple of guys like that in the neighborhoods, and I haven't really seen much of them.
You should go into it like this. Just be like super ignorant and curious. Be like, hey, what does it mean when the flag is upside down? Is that something?
Talk to this dude. He's just seeing me come walking up with tattoos, brown. Next thing you know, I have fucking ice driving up and down the street. He still was a Donnie guy. So
Good old boy.
at some point though, he bailed. He jumped ship.
At
So
some
at least
point,
give
they
him
bailed.
credit. I mean, give him credit.
Well, I think Donnie Boy lost a lot of people. Trump has lost Tucker Carlson. I think that was just mocking him for a while now. But Tucker Carlson always secretly hated him. I think he's lost Rogan. I think
They all do. They've all kind of hated him. They just
I know.
they're all these people are just like in the end it's money. I mean, it's just money. It's like
But
what
now
happened
that's
to Rogan.
but that's your legacy though now, bro. Like Donald Trump's
Yeah.
old. Joe Rogan's not
Yeah.
that old. So
No.
but that's your legacy. Like you were so far behind everything. You're kind of a sellout.
Yeah.
You're a
Yeah.
chump.
Well, and that's the hilarious part. Like, as soon as he got a hold of about $400 million,
You're a sellout.
all of a sudden he's like, well,
There's a lot of money in right wing ecosystems. That's
He found out it's easy to make money off the bros, and that was his
The
company.
pockets
Onnit.
are deep.
Yeah, what do you think Onnit was made for? Onnit was made for bros. Supplements, all natural mushrooms. They
Makes
fall
me
in
the
the
smartest-
Yeah, Rogan. You know, his whole
Now
he had
realizing his whole thing about his brain stuff is like, now it makes you a dummy, Joe.
he has a whole clothing line, Higher Primate. It's his whole clothing line he's had for years. It's all about psychedelics and opening your mind, and it's like has all these like, it's all about
He did have some
ayahuasca,
cool
mushrooms,
kettlebells.
DMT. Yeah, I have those kettlebells. They're cool. That's why I
Yeah.
got them. They're full fucking kettlebells. I got a zombie and
fucking
a
cool.
chimpanzee.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Excuse me. I have two of them. But like, you know, his clothing line is all psychedelics, mushrooms, acid. Like it's all those shirts. It's like psychedelic. He had Alex Gray. That's what I'm saying. Joe Rogan, from what he used to be to what he is now, like is two totally
Sell out.
different things. Yeah, it's like you can see the money come. And it was funny before, like he said, I'll never sell it to a company that's going to have control of my, you know, stuff, and I'll never do that. You know, all those guys. I'll never.
No, they
I'll
won't. They won't need to
Until-
control it.
until they said, "Hey, how's $200 million sound?"
Yeah.
What?
And see, that's the thing.
What? Someone
He-
comes
he
up to you
priced-
tomorrow and says, "Here's
Yeah.
$200 million
Yeah.
check. It will cash tomorrow in your bank." You'll call up and say, "Matthew, you have $2 million, $100 million." It's like to do exactly what you're doing, but just bring it to our platform.
Just yeah.
That's literally what you're doing. Like what you're doing, continue to do it, but just do it over here.
And you could too though, because like you could flip it. Like you could take all the narratives. Like I got things to critique on the quote unquote. Like there's, you could just shift it a little bit. Just word it.
Yeah.
You just go.
And
this
you have
way.
to. And that's the thing is, he had to concede something. They're not going to give him that amount of money to let him just do whatever the hell he wants. They're going to make a ton of money, but they have to.
Not Spotify.
Those companies, those big corporations, I don't care how big you are, they still want to have something where they can just pull a string on you.
Mhm.
And it did for a while. There was a lot of podcasts missing off his, like, you know, all of a sudden things were like podcasts were like not showing up and disappearing on Spotify. Like they're kind of censoring some things, doing some things at the beginning. Now it's like I don't think they care because they're making so much money off of them also. So it's like it's kind of worked out. But
that
you know,
that
for
Eck guy's a dick, dude. I did not like that guy.
who?
Daniel Eck.
Uh,
I think that's the owner of Spotify.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Scumbag.
Is that who it is?
Scum.
Yeah, and that's what. So, and then, you know, like I said, they come to you and say, "Hey, why don't you just do this show and take your company and just run it through, you know, Spotify now? Let us, you know,
Mm.
we get a chunk. You get a $200 million chunk right now, and then, you know, you're gonna re-sign in a couple of years for another $200 million. Like,
What sucks is that like you have to play with the devil to be on. Like
Oh,
if
you
you have
do.
like our podcast, you got to have Spotify, you got to have Apple, you got to have Amazon, you got like
yeah, and it's like for him that big. Like, what would you do? Like, the rest of my family is set for life.
for life. All I
kids,
got to do
your
is
grandkids.
be a sellout though. That's a legacy that stays with you though. That's where it comes when you come on the other side of it, and now he's got to live with it and be like, dude, you like Elon too, like, bro, you helped create this. You don't get to be the hero of the story now. You were the chainsaw wielding, pissing down your leg.
I think at a certain point, they don't give a shit about a legacy because they're not going to be around to see it, and they don't give a fuck what people think. The money's
They
more
do
important.
when it's quiet at night.
Well, when they're alive, but they figure I'm going to be dead. I'm not going to fucking know about a legacy. Like, fuck it. I want that fucking yacht. I want that new yacht next year. So, you know,
Yeah.
fuck it.
They say
That's
that.
their
They say that.
mentality. It's,
Yeah,
you
that
know,
is.
it's the mentality. It's like, it's money's in the end, money's just, it's money, but money to them brings its power, its control. Along with that comes money, but it's just like Joe has for his podcast and stuff. He has so much power. He does. He has a lot of, he can
Oh yeah,
he
you
can
got-
affect elections. We just saw it.
Mm.
He can affect, like, he can ruin people. He can ruin people's, like, huge, he could ruin corporations if he wanted to. You know, he has power. Elon, you know, Elon, he's trying to gain back his power. That's why he's doing what he's doing. I think he's trying to get back in the good graces with a lot of people and win back some
Yeah, because
people with his thing.
now he's starting to fucking he's gonna
Because he
start a
realized,
party.
yeah, he hit that tipping point. He hit the tipping point where people started going, wait, hold up, and stop buying his shit. Like, do you realize you have to sell us this shit while you're trying to fucking fire everybody, and dance about it and be high as fuck on ketamine?
Yeah, but I don't
balancing
think he
spoons
gave a
and-
shit about Twitter. I think he maybe cares about Tesla though.
Tesla's the biggest one. And that's what happened is all of a sudden, people all of a sudden like going, fuck Tesla. And they drop like, it's bad. It's really bad. Like,
Yeah.
it's really bad. And I think that's why you're seeing what he's doing now. He's trying to
Not a
get,
good
he
look.
needs to sell fucking
Yeah.
cars. This ban and stuff,
Yeah.
all that stuff, it's at Trump, but it's also, he's trying to sell more fucking cars.
Yeah. I think he
has to.
overplayed his hand. With the Twitter
Oh,
thing,
yeah.
he didn't give a fuck about Twitter.
No, Twitter was a joke. It started as a joke. That's why he
It was
bought
a
it.
troll. It was a troll
It
job.
was, it was just, and now he uses it as his platform. But
I think he sees Tesla as his baby. It's not technically, but I think he sees it as such. And
It
SpaceX
is.
to some degree.
SpaceX also relies on a lot of government funding. These contracts. And that's the thing. So that's why I don't think he's like, SpaceX is kind of like going, oh, like everyone's like going, shit, are we gonna have a fucking job? You're calling fucking the president a pedo. We can have a job now? Like, we're funded by, he's the one that tells us how much, but like, it's like,
it's going to become, it has to become mutually assured destruction. It's going to be like, all right, I got pictures of you being a pedophile. And it's like, all right, ICE is showing up your house.
And then you have the Boring Company. So we have Boring Company out here, which is another Elon Musk company.
What's Boring?
He's the one that's drilling all the tunnels out here.
Digging?
For the Teslas. Yeah. So I forget how many miles of tunnels he's dug out here. And I forget how many stations are open now, but he's digging tunnels all over Vegas. And his Teslas are driving people everywhere.
Aaron Rodgers needs to take him to prove they can do ayahuasca together or some shit, man. They need to calm down.
It's crazy, but I think it's like what he went too far. He went too far, and he ended up. That's the only way to get to these guys. The only way to get to him is hit him in the pocketbook. It's the money.
Yeah.
Because in the end, that's where you have to do. It's like all of a sudden he saw Tesla. What is it like? Europe was like a 70% decrease in Tesla sales.
That's pretty bad.
I think Europe was, or something like that. I think one country was like 90%. Like his Tesla, was it Germany? It was one of those or something like that. Like it was some great. I think just the United States, it's like down 30% or something, 30 or 4. Like it's bad. It's bad enough where pension funds were pooling, selling their Tesla stock.
Yeah, so you've got June. It says Tesla sold 1,860 cars. That's 60% drop compared to the same month last year. For the first half of 2025, sales are down 58.2% in Germany.
That's wild. Oh gosh, could you imagine over half your business just says "see ya"?
Yeah, so I've got Germany for first quarter 2025. Germany was down 62%. Sweden down 55%. Denmark 55%. Netherlands 49%. France 41%. Portugal 25%. Up 3.5 in Great Britain. The Brits are fucking
Brits. Colonizers.
You never learn. You fucking never learn.
Yeah, Merga.
Everywhere else is crazy. Down. Everywhere else is down. Italy down 6.8%. Spain down 11%.
That's fucking wild.
I can see why the Germans were like, "Nah, that was a Sig Heil. We're out. We've been there.
We've seen this before.
We've seen this before." That's how you know it was a Sig Heil, because the Germans are like, "We're not buying your car. Sorry,
no,
we're good."
Like, did you think he really thought he could get away with it? Like something in his mind, something in there was saying, "Do it." It was that dude. I told you, it was that MAGA dude. Everyone has a MAGA dude in them. There's like some little maggot thing in there, like that just tells you to do shit. Some people, the ketamine was kicking. Yeah, it's a proper time to do it right now.
Yeah, I'll fucking do it. Who's gonna stop me?
Yeah, that's the crazy part. Is just that mindset. Yeah. That mindset to like do that in front of the world, knowing the world is gonna see this, not just
Well,
a little
If he
group of
truly
people.
is, if he truly is, and I see him as someone like this, he's like that guy who wanted to be popular in high school, never got out of that mindset, and now he can be popular in front of not just the high school, like you said, but in front of the world.
Yeah.
And he's already like a narcissist, and he's bigger than life. He's the richest man in the
He
world. And
has to be on the spectrum. There's
he's got that going too.
there's the 100%. There's like, and that
So there's
and
a
see,
lot
that's where
going
it
on with
gets
that guy.
that's where it gets sticky because a lot of times there's things up here that don't connect that
It's not, yeah.
they don't see that, like things like doing that. There's no, you know, I've seen it.
yeah,
I've seen it with. We have it like not have,
work
but
with
I've
folks.
our clinic.
Mhm.
We have a lot of patients
Yeah,
that are young that don't have that. Like
yeah.
if they hurt you, it's like it's not. They don't see it. They don't see, like they can do things with no. It's weird. It's like there's no. I don't know what they call them. I'm sure there's a name and everything for it, but it's like no empathy, no net. Like it's
Yeah,
and
it's not it's not a malicious thing necessarily.
no,
of course.
it's
Like,
just no.
it's
They
sim-
don't even
it's
know as a kid.
yeah, it's simply it's wired different. Like I had a client, and I'd never give away information private, but he knew about. I mean, he knew intellectually about his diagnosis, of course. So then he knew to like try to make social cues, or like to have to look for social cues.
Yeah.
So in doing so, it's really awkward. Like he would stare at you to try to pick up on my face, like
Yeah.
giving him some clue that he's supposed to react a certain way. But it wasn't something that he understood. He knew that I'm supposed to do this. And yeah, so it's different. And I think Musk he's missing. There's a social aspect that he's just not.
He's very socially awkward.
Not there.
And it's probably something he, like I said, growing up as a kid, being made fun of. You know, you go through that. I mean, kids were, especially back in our day, before, you know, cameras, cell phone camera, all that shit. Some horrible stuff. I mean, we used to do some horrible things in sports, like initiations for that you could not get away with today. Like, there's no way. So that's what I'm saying. So back then, I can't imagine if you're, you know, something like that's a little different. You know, you're a little different. You're going to get tortured and just, you know, and then, you know, how he speaks. Listen to how he speaks. Imagine, I'm sure he's been like that his whole life as a kid. So imagine growing up as a kid, how, you know, how he can't get the words, like, you know, how he thinks and like how he so imagine a kid that way just getting made fun of all day. Like, so now it's like, fuck the world. It was like, fuck all of you. Look at me now. It was like look at me now. Fuck you. I'm on the biggest platform in the biggest country, the biggest, like this, where else could he go from there? For him is, you know, to become president, and he can't.
He can't technically.
No, but that's like the farthest he could go right there. And I'm controlling everyone. I'm going to fire all of you sons of bitches that laughed at me and made fun of me. Yeah. Fuck you. Here's my fucking chainsaw. His mind, he's blasting that ketamine. Just, woo!
That's he's on drugs. Right.
Yes. So
he's
just
on
like
drugs.
all of that shit just came rushing back from like when he was a kid. Just, and like when he was on Rogan. That's all he was on Rogan for the first time. Smoked weed, and all of a sudden he became popular with the bros. He became a bro, and everything just went. And that's all of a sudden he's hanging out. Like, look at Zuckerberg. They hang out at UFC.
Zuckerberg
jiu-jitsu. Like,
yeah, they're trying to like.
They're all these beta males, and it's like, who cares? That's fine. Go do jiu-jitsu. Do it. It's great. It's amazing. Oh. But don't go to the fights and walk down with fighters and acting like you're fucking tough. Like you're in your fucking curly jerry curled hair, and you go to give high five to the fighter, and the fighter doesn't even fucking look at you. Like that's the stuff right there. Like, don't do that. You haven't earned your spot to be walking a fighter down.
Run a better social media company for people instead of just your own money.
And do jiu-jitsu during the week and on the weekends, my guy. Go do tournaments. Stop going to the UFC walking with fighters, acting like you're like, stop that. It's like, stop. You know,
you gotta earn your keep. You got to get
It's
put in an
not- yeah.
armbar once
You
or
don't-
twice.
You don't see, like me, all of us, you turn into a big influencer. The next thing, I'm going to be a football player and start running out with the football team. Just, yeah, and
You always got,
yeah.
you always got a ball with you. Your
Yeah.
head butting the guys.
Hey, want to warm up? We'll catch you. Warm up. Like, come on, stop. But like, no, just play football on the weekends. Go
Quit
work out.
cosplaying.
But that's like that's the stuff I hate. It's that stuff. It's like stop. And then you're trying to hang out with Dana White. Now you put him on your fucking board for Meta or whatever, the Meta board, and like you're just another one of those little press kids that got your ass whooped, made fun of, and then now you're just trying to I want to be the tough guy. That's what it just looks like. I don't know if he is, but it just looks like it.
It's
Probably
bad.
not,
The optics are kind of bad. They're
It's just-
cringy. They're gross. You guys are
I
like,
just see it like, I mean, like I said, do jujitsu, do all that stuff, be there, be at the fight, sit cage side, but stop walking fighters down the ring. Like, I think he only did it once, thank God. But it's like, come on, just don't.
yeah,
Don't.
the
You
bros.
gotta know
man.
your spot. That's like me getting in this tattoo business. Same thing. I'm not gonna look at a tattoo of any fucking artist and tell them anything. I'm just gonna be like, cool, dude.
Day one, you're gonna be like, where the
Yeah.
fuck did you get that?
That's not the type of shit I want coming up. Like, no, I'm like, no,
Piece of
maybe
shit tattoo. Who did your shit?
that's I'm like, no, I'm no fucking way, no way, But it's just crazy. It's funny. It's wild. So I don't know. We'll see what happens
Awesome.
next. See what happens between here
and San
and
Diego.
yeah. Because what's today? Today's the 8th. So
Today's the 8th, so we got
we have what?
less than 2 weeks.
How many more podcasts? We can do a podcast in San Diego.
Yeah, might as well.
I can bring my laptop or whatever.
Yeah, I'll bring mine.
Yeah,
I'll
we-
bring my mic. We'll do a little podcast down there.
I wonder if probably too far. Damn, it would be sweet to do it for the ocean, the beach, the Wi-Fi.
Oh yeah. Well, we could record one. It wouldn't be live. We could just we could record one on the beach.
I don't know. Let's see how it is.
We could
Just be
try to
chilling.
try to sneak over the Mexican border and do a podcast internationally.
International podcast live from Tijuana.
I don't know. We're getting back. How the fuck do we end
Oh
up here?
shit, you're getting back. I'm fucked.
Colenso?
I knew it. That's
No.
Italian. I just look a little brown. I'm like 63%
Yeah.
Italian.
But Colenso
But-
sounds kind of Mexican. Mexican
Yeah,
enough for the
I'm
border
dark.
patrol to stop you.
Yeah. Oh, I'll definitely.
Yeah.
But maybe
Yeah,
not.
all right.
Or if not, we'll do one maybe
What-
from the room or something.
Yeah, we'll do one probably before the trip.
Yeah, we have one. I think at least one more.
Cool. All right.
All right.
Smell you later.
Late.
Latest on Lamenge.